I'm
Gee whiz.
actually thinking about it. Is a topic. I'm surprised no one's really brought up Onision because he's probably he's one of the biggest weirdos so far at
What's
the
he even
moment.
doing at this point?
I don't know. He's kind of gone a bit
I know he
silent
had that
actually,
whole
considering what I'm saying.
he had that whole
So,
Chris Hansen sort of investigation, and Chris Hansen fumbled the
and then
ball on that
yeah,
several times, actively fucked up police investigations, and like after he said his fingerprints were basically on that laptop, it was all just fucked, right? It was all just all down the fucking drain. And I think he just got off scot free for anything he might have done, right?
yeah. If I'm remembering it right, he Chris Hansen really just went in it for the money, and uh, any possibility of or any possible things of Onision seeming bad have kind of been like gone by the wayside law wise.
It was just getting weird there for a minute. I'll just say it like that. I think looking into like I think it would have been funnier if Chris Hansen sort of kept doing weird shit. I know that Toad McKinley, right? He had that documentary series that he was doing on Chris Hansen, and he took a break so he could do the Zoo Files, right? But it's just fucking that guy is past his prime, and he wasn't able to admit that he was, and he fucked up a lot of shit in the process of trying to come to that realization. I don't even think he has it yet. I don't think he's done that. He's just picking fights with people on the internet. Never a good idea, right? Never a good idea if you don't have like an inherent support base for it. And of course, he had one. He was like a national hero for many years. But I mean, to catch a predator, people still know what that is even after it stopped airing, right? There's
Yeah,
new generations who know
he's
what "why don't you have a seat right over there" means.
he's
But
like a bad
he's
person who's on a good the good side of things. He's
that's
not like awful. He's just in it for the money. But if you're trying to do good things, you shouldn't be really in it for the money.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's the majority like charity work and shit, right? People are going to give them a couple pennies, scrape off some money from the top. You know, that there's going to be bad actors involved in every single good deed that you can find, right? You can only just hope that the good deed kind of outweighs it. And I'd say definitely if he was out there locking up the pedos and whatnot, the chesters of some sort, the people who are legitimately trying to take advantage of young and impressionable minds and bodies in the worst possible way, that's definitely a good thing to lock them up. However, I mean, yeah, he kind of took it a little too far where that was his entire character and he tried doing other shit and people just didn't care. He was inherently tied to it, so once they started getting smarter and started realizing that there were cops trying to entrap them and they just laid back for a while and the business started fizzling out. I mean, you know how that goes, right? It's just awful situation to be in. I'll say it like that. He had too narrow of a field of study or practice, whichever one you'd call it, and that sort of was his downfall. Sad to say it, sad to see it, right?
Yeah,
But that was
absolutely.
his downfall.